Next gen NBA 2K21 is unplayable right now. It's come to the point where I genuinely am getting mad when I'm playing park games. So 2K21 dropped yesterday on the next gen consoles and the servers are having some issues. Right now, if you play games in the city, specifically crowded cities, the gameplay is extremely choppy. Like basically every second the game skips and it's really annoying to play. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't record any gameplay of it chopping because I didn't play many games, and when I was playing, I was thinking, why would I want this in a video? But just take my word, the gameplay is extremely choppy right now. It's really bad. And if for some reason a 2K dev is watching this video, the servers need help. The new city mode fits like hundreds of people in one place, and to be honest, it looks like the servers cannot keep up with it. What's up guys, SoloDF back with another video. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys the best slasher builds on NBA 2K21 next gen. I'm going to show you guys my favorite guard slasher build along with my favorite center slasher build. I'm going to show you guys the best badges and also show you everything that you need to know in order to create the best slasher build. This year it's tough, I'm not going to lie. You guys need to be careful because there are a lot of ways that you could mess up your build really badly. Before we jump into this video, make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. We're on the road to 300,000 subscribers. Turn on my post notifications so you don't miss a stream or upload. Also drop a like in this video. Let's aim for 10,000 likes. But let's get into it. Alright, yes sir, Demon Solo back in the My Player Builder. Now I'm going to start off with the guard slasher build, and for the guard we're going to go with point guard. Handedness is personal preference, so I'm going to just go with righty and jersey number 0. Alright, now the next screen here is our height, weight, wingspan, and body shape screen. This screen is extremely important. You could mess up your build very badly by just like messing with the wingspan and just kind of blindly picking one. Same with the weight and the height, of course. So for a slasher, you might be thinking like you should go like 6'6" or 6'7", one of the taller builds that you could just body dudes. And while you might be right, like that could work for you, on my slasher builds I want to be fast because that's what slashers are. They're fast and they can get contact dunks, and in the case of NBA 2K21 next gen, they could even shoot. If you guys see on the right side, with this height, weight, and wingspan, I'll be able to get a 95 driving dunk, 95 basically all the finishing stats that are important, 95 shooting stats. I could even speed boost. I have a 91 ball handle if I want to upgrade that. The defensive stats are pretty good, and if you look at the physicals, my speed is a 94, my excel is a 94, vertical and stamina are 95, and if you guys don't know, when you reach 99 overall, you add 4 to each of these, so I'm gonna have a 98 speed and acceleration on this slasher build. Now I don't know about you guys, but if I'm making a rim running build that is going to get a lot of blow-bys, I want this build to be fast as so that's why I'm going with 6'4", 175 pounds, and a 6'9" wingspan. I'm also going with built because I'm going to be bodying dudes, of course. Alright, I just messed around with the attributes for like a solid hour, and I'm not going to lie, it's kind of hard to get like a well-balanced slasher build. If you guys see here, the badges that I ended up getting is 17 finishing, 12 shooting, 13 playmaking, and 2 defense. If you want to make a guard slasher build, I think this is what you're gonna have to do. Real quick, let me go over what this build will have at 99 overall when it is maxed. This build gets a 99 driving layup, a 99 driving dunk, a 99 3-point shot, which is ridiculous on a slasher, a 95 ball handle along with a 98 speed with ball. This build gets a 98 speed, a 98 acceleration, a 99 vertical, and a 99 stamina. So physically, this dude is a beast. He's fast, he can jump really high. Strength, you know, I didn't touch that. I don't think strength is all that important. It's kind of overrated in 2Ks. I've seen it firsthand. Like, you guys might be thinking like, I'm a slasher, I kind of want some strength, but trust me, like, I don't know, I just don't think it's really worth it to put anything on that category. It doesn't even go that high anyways. Like, if I upgraded it, what would it go to, like a 48? But yeah, I really never tested slasher builds because I never really like wanted a build that would be straight like mainly a slasher until this video. But this year it seems kind of hard to like make a slasher build. It was pretty hard to get slashing badge points. I did end up with 17, but it was tough because I had to spend a ton of points on layup and driving dunk. Close shot isn't too important, but I was not able to max that out. As you guys can see, I only got that to a 55 because if I wanted to be able to shoot, if I wanted to be able to dribble and still be fast, I had to take a hit on finishing somewhere, so I decided close shot was the way to go. Another reason my close shot isn't that high is because standing dunk and post control gave me more badges. I wanted to get a 95 perimeter defense like most builds have, but for the sake of this build, I was not able to do that because, again, like, my priority for this build was to get a lot of finishing badges, of course, max out driving left, driving dunk, still be able to shoot because basically every build in this game is able to shoot. So I wanted to get some shooting badges. I wanted a high 3-point and a decently high mid-range. As you guys can see right here, you're gonna have a 90 mid-range shot at 99 overall. And then of course I wanted the build to be fast and able to have a high vertical. All right, now for the takeover screen. And as many of you guys already know, this year there are a ton of new takeovers. There's a bunch of different variations, and we get to pick two. There's a primary takeover and a secondary takeover. So of course our primary takeover, well, I mean, it's not that obvious because this build can pretty much do everything. Like, I could pick like one of the sharp takes, but I think for this build we're gonna have to take a slashing takeover as one of our primary ones. And this is one of the toughest options out of any of the different takeover variations. Like, we have advanced gathers, unlocks more effective euro, spin, hop, and cradle gathers and avoids jam up. So I feel like that could be kind of glitchy. Then we have finishing moves, helps you absorb and finish through contact on layups, dunks, and alley-oops. And then the last one is easy blow-bys, enhances the ability to drive by defenders, making it easier to get to the rim. So I feel like they're all really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like for some of these, like they have like some questionable takeovers where it's like, I don't see why anyone would pick that. But for these, I could see like you making the case for any of them being the primary takeover. But for this build, I think for the primary, we're gonna have to go with finishing moves because it helps absorb and finish through contact on layups, dunks, and alley-oops. This build's gonna be able to get elite contact dunks. It's gonna have 99 driving dunk. It's gonna have a 99 driving layup, and adding this on top of it, like, you're just going to be dunking on everybody and just making every layup in the paint. So I think we're going to go with finishing moves for our primary takeover. Now for the secondary takeover, I'm going to say that this takeover is kind of up to you. If you want to like go for it all and get like spot of precision or limitless range, then you could do that if you want to get any of these. But for me, if I was making a slasher build, I would probably go with like 2 slashing takeovers, just so that when I get both takeovers, like, it is over for them in the paint. I'm not gonna lie, I think advanced gathers is kind of glitchy because you guys see it unlocks more effective euro, spin, hop, and cradle gathers and avoids jam ups. Like, there's probably some insane animations out of that, and you can pick that if you want. I kind of want to test that later on in the year, but I think for this you have to go with easy blow-bys, because if you have easy blow-bys and then you have the finishing moves one, which helps you with contact, like, it's GG. Like, you're getting by your defender and you're just dunking on every single person in the paint. Like, it's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna go with easy blow-bys for my second takeover. And now we get to see what this build is gonna be called. I have no clue. I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue, but I'm gonna press A to finish. My player builder complete. Yes, and it's gonna say we have built a scoring machine with shades of Ja Morant, Damian Lillard, and John Wall. So this year, when you make like a slashing type build or any type of build, it doesn't really say like slasher or sharpshooter or like lockdown, because you can upgrade it like in all the different categories, because this build's gonna have a 99-3 at 99 overall, along with the 99 finishing stats, which is just insane. All right, now I'm going to show you guys what badges you should put on your slasher build. As you guys see here, we have 17 finishing, 12 shooting, 13 playmaking, and 2 defense/rebounding. All right, so for our finishing badges, I decided to go with Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher. This is one of the new badges, but as you guys can see on the bottom, it says improves the ability to convert contact layups. So I think that's important, especially on a finishing build like this. Next up, we have Highlight Film on Hall of Fame. This is again one of the new badges in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. It says boost teammates takeover meter after dunk. So honestly, this is one of the questionable badges of this badge category, because I say Slippery Finisher, you guys know what that is, and Posterizer, that's pretty self-explanatory. I think those are badges that you will need on this build. Highlight Film is kind of like a teammate takeover badge, so you don't have to run that, but I think it would be good to run. Your teammates are going to get takeover very fast with this on. But let's say you don't want to run Highlight Film. You could run something like Bronze Giant Slayer. You can maybe put on like Acrobat, Lob City. It's really up to you, especially if you're going to be catching a lot of lobs, and you might want to put on Lob City. And Acrobat's always solid. Giant Slayer, you know what that is. But for me, I think I'll put Highlight Film on Hall of Fame. All right, now for our 12 shooting badges, I decided to go with Hall of Fame Deep Threes. As you guys probably already know, this is like limitless range or range extended from years past, so that's always an important badge. Then we have Hot Zone Hunter on Hall of Fame. Again, you guys know what that is. This is always an important badge as well. And if for some reason you don't know what it is, you could just read on the bottom of the screen, pause it whenever. We're also going to go with Silver Green Machine and then Silver Stop and Pop. So this is one of the new badges. It says boost shot rating on standstill 3-pointers after dribbling. I think this is going to be one of the best badges this year, but this is a slashing build, so we don't have too many shooting badges. We do have 12, so I managed to get this badge on Silver. Also, I do want to mention, it kind of depends what game mode you're playing with this build. If you're going to be spotting up, then maybe you want to put some of these badges on Corner Specialist or Catch and Shoot, but I think it is going to be kind of tough considering we only have 12. All right, so we have 13 playmaking badges. I decided to go with Bronze Ankle Breaker, Hall of Fame Handles for Days, Hall of Fame Quick First Step, and Hall of Fame Unpluckable. So I feel like there's not much room to like kind of pick and choose, because handles for days and quick first step are kind of like necessary on pretty much every guard build, so we max that out right away. Unpluggables on Hall of Fame, you know, it's only the second day of next gen, so I'm not sure what level we need this on, but in years past you've been able to get away with like bronze unpluggable or silver unpluggable, so you could probably try silver unpluggable if you want to get a higher ankle breaker level, so you can get more ankle breakers. Again, like, think about this build. 99 driving dunk. This build can dribble. It's extremely fast. It has a 99 3-point shot, and it can get ankles. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like, personally, I like my other build, but I might have to try this build out later on in the year, because this is actually insane. Like, I don't know. I'll probably have to try this out later on in the year. And then we have 2 defense/rebounding badges, so I'm just going to throw that on clamps. Also, that's another reason why I put my perimeter defense to an 80, because this year you need an 80 overall perimeter defense in order to use clamps at all. At least I think that's what it is, because on my other build, it wouldn't let me put it on until I upgraded my perimeter defense to an 80. So silver clamps is the way to go. All right, so we finished our guard slasher build, as you guys see right there on the screen, the 6'4" scoring machine. Now it is time to make our interior finisher, or our big man slasher build. All right, so for our big man slasher build, we're gonna go with power forward, right hand, and jersey number 0. All right, so for the height, weight, and wingspan, this is what I decided to go with. You guys see 6'9" for the height, 210 on the weight, and 7'3" on the wingspan. A lot of centers and power forwards, big men in general, are going for the 6'9" height this year, and I'm on board with that. I think it is the best height for centers. Once again, last year it was the best height. In current gen 2K21 and next gen, it's still the best height in my opinion. Something you might be wondering is 210, like that's kind of low, and yes, that is the lowest you can go. Look, I'm trying to go lower, you can hear it, it's not letting me. 210 is the minimum weight, and you guys might be thinking, why am I going minimum weight on a center build? And yes, you see the -21 to strength down there in the physical section. That is because of my weight. Look, if I put it up, you see it'll go up. But I am a believer in the theory that strength does not matter. I might upgrade it a little bit, but I think speed is more important, and strength just does not matter all that much. All right, so for our interior finisher, or our slasher big man build, this is the attribute layout that I decided to go with. Now, I just want to say something. Finishing badges are kind of weird this year. So you guys see right here, I have 27 finishing badges. The way that I made this build, you guys will see if I go down 1 on close shot, look at the badge section, that badge will go to gold. If I go to post control, go down 1, that badge will go to gold. Standing dunk, that badge will go to gold. So the way that I made this build basically allows you to get every single badge on Hall of Fame. So copy down these finishing stats if you're trying to make this build. This build also gets a 87 3-point shot at 99 overall with an 89 mid-range. So this build can shoot just like all the other builds. It gets 99 rebounding stats, a pretty high interior defense. And then as you guys can see the physicals, this build is fast. It has a high excel, a really high stamina, a 70 vertical, and then strength naturally came up with interior defense. Now, what I will say is probably the better interior finisher build is this. If you take a close shot down, you guys see that badge that turned to gold, you want to take it down until that badge is just barely gold. So right here you guys see now it's blacked out, so you cannot get that badge. So we go 1 up to 63 close shot, now we have that badge on gold. So that's what I'm saying, like, you can really finesse this system to where you get nothing at all to straight gold just by putting 1 attribute. So with that, we only dropped 1 badge to 26. So I'm gonna max out my block, I'm going to max out my perimeter defense with the rest of the points, and now we have 25 defense/rebounding badges. So this badge layout of 26 finishing badges, 9 shooting badges, and 25 defense/rebounding badges is what I would say the best interior finisher build. This build can completely control the paint, but it could also shoot, because this year, you like I've been saying, you can really make your build exactly how you want it. So you could make an interior finisher that can shoot, which is kind of weird this year, but hey, I'll take it. If you're making a build that can't shoot, then you're just at a huge disadvantage. So that's why I upgraded my 3-point shot, my mid-range, and we have 9 shooting badges to work with. All right, now for the takeover screen. If you heard me discuss the takeovers on the guard slasher build section of this video, and I kind of already explained each one, and I think for our big man, I think it's better if we go with easy blow by, because on a big man, we're going to be a little bit slower, and we might need some help with blow bys. I feel like if we do get the blow by and there's like 1 dude in the paint, I feel like we'll dunk on them no matter what with our 26 finishing badges and a 99 driving dunk at 99 overall. We'll go with easy blow bys for the primary takeover. Secondary takeover, now like the guard slasher build, I'm gonna really let this decision be up to you, because you could get really glitchy with this build. If you want your secondary takeover to be like limitless range and you just start pulling with a 6'9" interior finisher, like that could be glitchy. You could also go with, if you're gonna go with one of the glass ones, I would say go with see the future, so you could see where the ball is gonna land. If you're gonna go with the rim protector one, I I would probably go with Paint Intimidation. But since this is mainly a slasher build video, I think we're going to go with Finishing Moves, which helps you absorb and finish through contacts on layups, dunks, and alley-oops. Now, if we press A to finish, complete the My Player Builder, it will say that I have built a two-way, 3-level score with shades of Shawn Kemp, John Collins, and Jaren Jackson Jr. All right, now for the badges, we have 26 finishing, 9 shooting, and 25 defense/rebounding. Real quick, before I even show you guys these badges, I want to see who's loyal, who is still watching the video at this point, because let's be honest, either you're really just into like slasher builds, you're trying to make the best one, or you're a really loyal supporter of mine. If you're still watching this video, comment slasher solo in the comment section, and also put your Twitter handle next to that comment. In that same comment, put your Twitter handle. I'll follow some of you back on Twitter if you guys want to follow me. My Twitter is at YT_solo. All right, so for our 26 finishing badges, I decided to go with Silver Acrobat, Hall of Fame Back Down Punisher, Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher. And again, if you want to know what these badges do, just pause the video and read the description on the bottom of the screen. Gold Lob City, Gold Hook Specialist, Gold Rise Up, which is a new badge. It says makes it easier to dunk when under the basket, so that sounds pretty good. Hall of Fame Posterizer, and then we got Gold Slithery. So I tried to get a good balance. It kind of depends what you're gonna do with your interior finisher build. It depends on your game style. If you're gonna be like in the post, like drop stepping dudes and not post hooking, or not like standing dunking, or maybe you're playing ones court. I don't even know if there's a ones court in this game. The game just came out. I have not seen a ones court except for in Rookieville. But if you just don't need Lob City Finisher at all, which honestly, I don't even know if you'll need it on gold in the first place, you could get Drop Stepper if that's what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be post hooking people, then put on Hook Specialist. If you want the Rise Up badge, then you can put that on. If your game style is like you spinning on people in the post, then you can put on Post Spin Technician. That's kind of glitchy. Yeah, I don't know. I might go with this badge layout, but it's really up to you guys with your finishing badge section, depending on your game style. All right, so now for our shooting badges, this is kind of an easier decision. So we have a bunch of gold badges. I decided to go with Gold Catch and Shoot because we're probably not going to be like dribbling around and shooting. We'll probably be catching and shooting our most shots. Gold Deep Threes, and then Gold Hot Zone Hunter. All right, so we have 25 defense/rebounding badges, and this is the layout that I decided to go with. The Hall of Fame badges here are very important. We got Hall of Fame Box, Hall of Fame Brick Wall, Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, and then the new badge, Hall of Fame Hot Stopper, which boosts your takeover meter after making a defensive play. So I feel like that's going to be a really OP, really glitchy badge that pretty much every center is going to be running by the end of the year. Maybe people aren't like on the wave yet, but I'm telling you, this badge is going to be insane. And then with the remaining badges, I decided to go with Bronze Chase Down because just having this badge on bronze allows you to get the chase down animation, so that's why I did that. Bronze Rim Protector also unlocks some animations. This unlocks like the snatch block animation, and I think a few more that'll help you with blocking. And then I put on Bronze Tireless Defender, which will probably help me a little bit, and then Silver Post Lockdown with the remaining badges. If you guys have any questions about these builds or just any questions in general, make sure to leave them in the comment section. I'll try to reply to as many comments as I can. But yeah, next gen so far hasn't been too bad. I mean, I know the gameplay is choppy. I kind of like ranted on that in the beginning, but the game seems like it's going to be good as long as they fix that issue. But yeah, I'm grinding. I'm going to be daily uploading for the first few days, maybe the first week of next gen. So make sure to subscribe because we're so close to 300,000 subscribers. If you're still watching, I think I've earned your subscription. Also turn on post notifications. Stay on the lookout for my next few videos. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
We finna go ahead and run out some bands. So much potential they don't understand. Shorty, you supposed to be holding my hand. You were supposed to be part of the plan. Everything's different when you got a man. I might still go like your place on the ground. I swear that niggas be hating. They saying I can't make a banger. I did it again. Shut up, little Tucker. We finna live with the bros and go ahead and hop in the bands. Don't listen to all the shit that they telling you, cause the truth is they ain't really your friend. Shorty, I know that these niggas ain't there for you, but for you, girl, I'll be here.